Welcome to Sports Leadership, Topic 2A, Part 5, where we continue talking about the big leadership questions. How do we evaluate effective leadership? Well, there are several ways I'm going to propose here, but I'm sure there are others that you guys can think about as well. Firstly, have good performance measures before a leader starts so that you've actually got something to measure their performance against. That also makes you prepare a job description in advance. Think about what the KPIs are that you're going to use to measure the leader's performance, and have a think about job sizing and exactly what you want somebody to do. It often happens that people are put into a position without having thought through carefully what they're actually going to do when they get there. We need to also look for openness and free dialogue to actually ensure that the organisation's being creative and innovative, that it's not being shut down, that people are able to speak their mind. You need to look for behaviour that seeks the hard questions, it asks the hard questions and it doesn't avoid confronting them. You need to look for a leader that is welcoming of diversity, so embracing all the difference around them, not trying to keep them all the same. So if we go back to the Enron example, not having an old boys club around them. You need to check that the performance is meeting the targets regularly. So this isn't something you do when you put a person into the job and then when they go. It is something that you check regularly and monitor for progress. You need to also monitor staff satisfaction rates to make sure that the staff are enjoying the leadership around them as well. We need to ensure that actions of the leader match what they say, that in other words they're walking their talk. And we need to ask all key stakeholders, suppliers and employees how they feel the leader is going, what the leader can improve and what the leader's strengths are. Also have a think about what we haven't got on this list, because there are bound to be things that we haven't considered. The next question, is leadership about change? Let's go back to the definition. That leadership is an influence relationship amongst leaders and followers who intend real changes and outcomes that reflect their shared purposes. So how is leadership about change? All organisations have a kind of formative period, followed by growth and then maturity and decline. No society or organisation stays the same. It can't survive if it's stagnant, so we have to change to survive. The Japanese have a term for this called kaizen, which means continual improvement. It's a never-ending quest to do better, and you have to do better by changing. Standing still allows your competitors to get ahead of you. So we're going to look at change more in depth later, but for now remember that the leader is the influencer, persuading people to move from one place to another. One of the best ways that leaders can turn sort of avoidance of change into acceptance is by asking questions. So instead of asking why, say, well, what new opportunities will this provide? Or from how will this affect me to what problems will this solve? For we don't do it this way, to what would it look like if we did do it this way? So taking a different perspective is a key thing for leadership around provoking change.